What up, everybody? What's up? How y'all doing? How you been? How's your day going? How's the week been? Hopefully y'all are doing good. We've got one singular whitetail that is stuck. Well, aren't you just doing great, buddy? You're doing good, little man. Oh, that poor thing. What is wrong with him? Snakey, thank you for the 11 months as a member, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir. Looks like we got 2 buckaroos downrange. What did you guys think of today's video? The whole, like, World War II themed weapons hunt? That one was a lot of fun to make. Gosh, dang it. How did I not get him? The trees must have stopped on the first one, man. Those dang trees. Glad you liked the Death Reaper. The Mosin was, well, yeah. Yeah, the Mosin, I don't know what is wrong with it right now. But if you 0 to 300 meters, the Mosin just completely shoots like 20 feet high. So yeah, RIP to the Mosin. Gonna have to wait till they fix that before I can really use it in a video. Yeah, for real, Snakey. It's crazy. What's up, Ender? What's up, Jebba? About to watch it. Looked like something I would enjoy. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed making the video. We had a lot of fun using, like, different weapons. And it reminded me how awesome the 303 is. So I think you will like the video. I did slightly, you know, make, like, some exceptions as to what was technically a World War II weapon. Because the SKS, from what I understand, was not used in World War II, but it did start being produced at the end of World War II. So I considered it a World War II weapon and used it in the video anyway. I figured, you know, that's fine. It's close enough. What's up, Caitlin? Like number 40, be like me and like the stream. Exactly. If you haven't already, hit the like button. It's a massive help. It helps these streams get seen by more people. It shows me you guys enjoy them. What's up, Andrea? How's it going? Hope you're doing amazing. Metal Man. Holy. I see you changed, like, the look of your name, Metal Man. I like it. Looks good. Yo, what's up, RW? Everybody's here already. Holy. Everybody showing up for the Krosky stream. What's up, Jonas? How's it going? No pressure, Crow. True. All the pressure. All the pressure, brother. Got bored of the basic font. Understandable, Metal Man. Understandable, bro. You know, we haven't had anything to shoot at this zone in forever. So I am wondering if maybe, like, they just came back as level 1s, and that's why I'm not seeing anything to shoot. Maybe they turned to level 1s. Oh, turtles under pressure. Nah, not in the slightest. What do you mean? Never. Three-star adult tar. Holy big. Holy. Are you playing way... Yes! Yes! Let's go! It's not a typical one, but let's go! Oh my gosh. Hey there, big boy. What's up? It's another freaking big rack. Oh, I can't get the typical rack for the life of me. Oh my gosh, chat. This is the first run of the day, too. That means that would have been on the map if I had continued doing that video. If I had continued doing the World War II weapons video for one more run, I would have got a great one in that vid. Are you joking? Are you absolutely kidding, bro? What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta show you guys this because I don't think I've shot anything. Yeah, the last thing I shot was 818. And that was for the video. Oh my gosh. That's insane. You telling me I could have had a great one in that video? Dude. It's unfortunate it's not a typical rack, but I'll take another great one anytime. One step closer to hopefully getting it. That's crazy. That is insane. I better clip that before I forget. And start recording it. Oh my gosh. Oh crap, I gotta notify Discord as well. I gotta let everybody in the Discord know. And back up my save file. That's so crazy, guys. I wish it was a different rack, but man, it's just nice to already see him pop up. 289 kills for anybody that was curious. 289 kills. 289 on that grind. Holy. What rack? Unfortunately, big rack. But great one's a great one. Still awesome. 8 minutes in, I know, right? This is one of the quickest great ones we've ever got on a stream. I think this has only happened like 2 other times where it was like already on the map. And then the first run we end up getting it. Okay, save files are backed up in case we crash while running up to claim it. What's up, big feller? What do we shoot this thing with, chat? I think we gotta shoot it with something interesting. I mean, it's a tip. It's not a typical rack, so like, let's get a little risky. Let's do iron sights something. Drop the 300. Gond hair? No. What would be good? Definitely Mosin after how high it shot. It would definitely Mosin. Trying to think which one of these weapons would be really fun to use. Dude, I haven't used the 454 in a while. You guys want to see me use the 454 on it with iron sights? I haven't used this gun to kill a great one in probably like 50 great ones. It's probably been like 50 great ones since I used this. Kind of feel like it might be fun to use on it. 10mm no aim, but I've already done a no scope on like 3 different great ones with the 10mm. What do we use, chat? You know what? I kind of like the idea of a shotgun. I saw a few people saying shotguns. I think we're going to go with a slug of some kind. I kind of want to go with like the Kuso. I don't use the Kuso that often. So let's do the Kuso Iron Sight 16 gauge slug. I haven't done that in a long, long time. I would do 16 gauge buckshot, but last time I tried it on a diamond, it didn't even get penetration, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Because, yeah, the buckshot barely gets penetration, even at point blank. Chase, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Whitlock 86. I used that somewhat recently, so I probably won't do that. I like the idea of using a slug. Where is he? There's the big boy. There's the big boy right there. Let's get the time set back to the beginning of 11. Scarecrow's 20th duplicate whitetail. I know, right, Ronnie? I can't get a break when it comes to the variations. Like, I just want the typical, or at least something I don't have, like, 20 of. But, I mean, I can't even complain because a great one's a great one. So, it is what it is. If it's not the combination we want, it is what it is. We'll keep going. See if we can eventually get another one. Time reset, and he doesn't want to be here. Is he wonky? No, he's not wonky. Yeah, Sully, we do have a great one on the map now. I can't believe that if I had just recorded one more run on that World War II weapons video, we would have got a great one in it. That's just wild. Dude, he doesn't want to come back. Now that we're setting the time back further so that we can have more time to stock up, he doesn't want to show up. What a rude deer. Let's go like beginning of 11. Do an AR. I've done that a ton on great ones though. Okay, here we go. There he is. There's the big boy. So for those that haven't heard, we're using a shotgun. We're using the Kuso 16 gauge shotgun with slugs. Because the slugs cover classes 4 to 7. Whitetail being a class 4. It should do quite well on it. And it's also a little risky because we're going iron sights and I have nothing but a bead sight. This is going to be interesting, man. This is going to be a really interesting stock up. Glad you weren't grinding off stream when you got it. I know, right? And the crazy thing is, like an hour ago, I was considering hopping on and doing a little bit of grinding before the stream. And I'm glad I didn't do that because otherwise we wouldn't have seen this one on stream. Look at him. This is also the most bucks I've had in this zone in like 20 runs. I really only get 4 bucks here, like once in 20 to 30 runs. 100 meters slug shot with iron sights. Oh my gosh, I like it, Ronnie. I like it. I like that idea. Let's take him down from 100 meters. Now, I do want to get closer first because I do want to get some footage of him. Because 100 meters is a little bit too far away to get good up-close footage of a great one. So yeah, I'm going to try and get close to him first. That is a beautiful deer, though. It sucks that it's big rack again, but it's still so cool to see another great one so quick. 289 kills is a very solidly short grind. I'm sorry, Soli. I only speak English, so I'm not sure any other languages like what you'd be saying. Sari, thank you so much for the 32 months as a member. Holy, insane, absolutely crazy. Also, for the for whatever video this ends up going in, we're gonna go to the clean overlay so we don't have the chat and stuff on screen. Look at him. Can I get a good... Nah, I need to be closer to get, like, good footage of him. Hey, Scarecrow, I'm still here. I see that. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Hope you've been doing good. Hope you've been doing awesome. Nice rack. It is pretty massive. He do be looking thick. How rare is a fabled piebald whitetail with a typical rack? Oh gosh, we did the math at some point. So it seems like the typical rack is really, really rare. Like, I mean, I Buy Premiums has killed over 100 whitetail great ones without getting a typical rack. I have killed, well, once I take this guy down, 44 without getting a typical rack. So I would estimate, just like a conservative estimate, that it's probably like a 1 in 150 great one whitetail will have the typical rack. And then on top of it, like about 1 in 3,000 great ones probably have the fabled piebald. Let me do the math again. Let me do the math to make sure I'm getting this right. So we estimate that if the rarity of the great one fabled piebald is the same as like not a piebald, but if it's the same as like an albino or a mela, it's probably like a 1 in 2,000, right? And if we say a great one is an average like 1,500 kills to get one, then it would be 1,500 times 2,000, which equals 3 million. So you probably got a 1 in 3 million chance to get a fabled piebald. And then we multiply that by about 150, which is the estimated odds of getting a typical rack. And you have 1 in 450 million chance of getting a typical rack fabled piebald. So yeah, it's very unlikely I will ever see that in my entire life. Probably nobody will ever see that. Not without cheating. Gotcha, Soli. Okay. You don't have to repeat, by the way. Just give me a couple minutes to find your message first. Sometimes it takes a little bit before I see something. No need to say it repeatedly. I don't like the ultra rares. I love the fact that ultra rares are a thing. I think it's so cool. Hey, big buddy. What's up, Deer Hunter and WW2? How's it going, man? Only 450 million to go. I know, right? Only 450 million more kills to go before I get the typical rack Fabled Piebald. Well, thank you, Super Monkey. Appreciate that, dude. Hey, I'm just doing what I love, making content for you guys to enjoy. I'm just happy you guys enjoy it. All right, we're going to be kind of hidden here. Oh, he knows we're here. He knows we're here. Dang it. Okay, this is going to have to work. This is going to have to be as good as it's going to get, pretty much. How do you deal with solo moose on Layton? Same way you would on any other map. You just have to run around and find them, shoot them, repeat the process till they're small. It's not easy. There's really no simple way to go about it. It's going to take a long time to manage them down. That is just how it is with solo moose, no matter what map you're on. Pretty much the same. You shoot them, and then you run around the map till you find where they respawned. All right, that should be enough close-up footage for the video. Now, the thing I didn't think I'd ever be doing, walking back to 100 meters. We're now sneaking away from the Great One instead of sneaking to the Great One. Amazing. This will be Great One 119, NASCAR Rolex. This guy is number 119. I can't believe we got it so early in the stream. What are we going to do after this? Just keep hunting whitetail, or are we going to go to a different Great One and try to get like our moose, or not moose, our mule deer, or our pheasant, or something like that? I'll have to put it up to a poll and see what you guys want. I swear if you miss. Well, I am about to use iron sights from 100 meters with a bead sight shotgun, so it's very likely I could miss. I could screw this up because I don't know at what point of the bead sight is where the bullet's actually going to hit, or where the slug is actually going to hit. Come on. You had to turn at a weird angle. Now we got to go up the mountain. Oh, gosh. Like I said, I'll put it up to a poll, chat. You don't have to say to spam in chat what you want me to hunt. I'm going to put up a poll and you guys can vote on it whenever we're done with this. Whenever we take this guy down, I'll put the poll up. Hey, at least you get to see the takedown, 285. At least you get to be here for the takedown. Did you get it? No, this guy is sadly not the typical rack. It's a big rack, but it's not the typical rack. What's up, King Cookie? I've been good. Hopefully you have too. Wait, you got it? I got a Great One. Not the typical rack, though. How are we going to go about this, man? There's stuff in our way like crazy here. I don't know how possible 100 meters is going to be with where he's positioned. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe 150? I have no idea when I'm doing any more collabs, Birdland. If I knew, I'd have told you guys. Come on, buddy. Where are you? Okay, yeah, this is just going to be ridiculous trying to get into a spot where I can see him. This is just ridiculous. We're going to fast travel away and then go back to the tent so I don't spook him, hopefully. Because I am just not going to be able to see him from there. Go for 70 meters? No, it's got to be 100. Got to be 100 or more. I already said I'd take it from 100. I'm not going to, like, cheap out and go 70 meters. All right, now back to this tent here. Yeah, I know 70 meters would be much easier, but the whole point is that it's not supposed to be an easy shot. We're going for a difficult shot because I've already killed, like, 20 of the big rack great one whitetail before. This is, like, big rack number... Yeah, probably not 20. It's probably, like, big rack number 10 or 12 or something. But either way, we've killed a lot of these before, so we want to do something a little more risky. Just try doing something that you didn't used to do in Call of the Wild, Gareth. Best way to get out of, like, being burnt out on a game is to just play it in a different way than what you're used to, or hunt different things you're not used to, or that you didn't spend a lot of time hunting previously. That's what I would recommend. We did 285. This was literally first run. First run, like, what, third lake? Fourth lake, actually. Fourth zone, first run. Which, you know what that means, 285? It means if I had recorded for, like, 10 more minutes on my World War II weapons video, I would have got a great one in it. Which is ridiculous. Yeah, Snarly, we got another. He's not the typical once again, but hey, it is what it is. He's still a great one. I'm happy. We're going to be taking it down from 100 meters with iron sights, 16 gauge Kuso shotgun. This is going to be one of the toughest shots I've taken in a while. Because let's be honest, a bead sight isn't the most reliable type of sight. And I don't know how Call of the Wild handles them. Like, does the slug hit at the top of the sight? Does it hit at the middle of the sight? We're going to have to just play it safe and, like, try to aim as center mass as possible. Try to get it to go directly through the center of the lung. I just hope that's going to be possible. We can only hope, chat. What is zeroing and what does it do? So zeroing will essentially make it so that your rifle is 100% accurate at whatever distance you have it set for. So, for example, when I have it set to 150 meters, it's going to hit directly in the center of my crosshair at 150 meters. If I zero to 300, that means it's going to hit directly in the center of my crosshair at 300 meters. But let's say you don't have zeroing, right? The default zeroing distance is 150. So if you don't have the zeroing perk, it's always going to be set to 150. And if you're aiming at a deer 300 meters, you're going to have to compensate for bullet drop. So the zeroing just makes it a little bit easier to compensate for bullet drop. And it makes it so that, you know, on those increments of 75, 150, and 300, it's going to be perfectly accurate. Still in search for the greatest one. Oh, yeah. Now, I found the greatest one. I already found my wife. There he is. There he is. Smooth. I try. All right. This is going to be the perfect angle, I think. He's still a little bit quartering. I don't know. Dude, if the tent wasn't there, this would be perfect. But the tent is blocking me. Okay. That's about as good as it's going to get. Oh, crap, dude. I don't like the spotting info going away. I need to be able to see this. Oh my gosh, it goes away before I can do anything. I aimed with the top of the sight in hopes that that's... Yes, it was the right way. Oh my gosh, I was going to say, I swear to God, if the middle of the bead sight is where the slug hits, I'm going to be screwed on this shot. But it was the tip of the bead sight, like the very top of it. Woo! Let's go, chat. That was terrifying, dude. My heart is pumping right now. Crazy. Great one. 629. That's low scoring, isn't it? Guys, isn't 629 low scoring? Normally, these guys are around 635, so 629 is actually kind of a low scoring big rack. That's actually kind of sick. I think this is my second that scored 629. I think I had one other that was around 629 before. Let's see what the shot was like. Dude. Oh my gosh, that was money. Dude, that was literally where I said I wanted to hit. Center of lung. So it's 100% the tip of the bead sight. Like the very top of it. The top of the bead sight is definitely where you need to aim. Wow. What a freaking shot. That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna get a picture of that too. What was the distance? 101. I even went an extra meter for y'all. There we go. Oh, that's super sick. That is super sick. Let's add that to the great one counter. We'll go back to the normal live scene. Let's get this guy right here added to the great one counter. 119. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what we love to see. That is what we love to see, chat. Beautiful. And that's the end of the recording. All right. So now I need to take a moment to update my stat sheet with all of the stats from this grind and then reset the counter so we can continue grinding if you guys end up voting for it. I'll put up the vote, the poll in the process. Let's close this poll because that one's not relevant anymore. Whoever voted for 282 to 500 was the correct ones. Now let's go to start a poll. Let's see what you guys want. I can only put 4 options in a poll, so you guys are going to have to deal with whatever 4 I put in here. Unfortunately, I can't put more. Let's see. 1, 2, 2. Yeah. Okay. That's the 4 I think I want to have you guys select from. There we go. So get your votes in, chat. Get your votes in while I update my stats real quick on my my Great One stat sheet. So let's start a new grind there. Grind number 44 was 289 kills, 13 diamonds, 0 rares, 0 super rares, and 1 fabled. All right. Now I gotta update the totals. '44th Great One Whitetail. Holy! That's crazy, chat. All right, now that I updated that, I can reset the counters on my phone. There we go. What the heck? Jabba! Jabba! Jabba with the $101 donation. Oh my gosh. $1 per meter. Nice shot, broski. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely legendary, Jebba. You're an absolute legend, good sir. Thank you so much. Holy crap, man. Really appreciate it. And Ben does random things. Thank you for the super chat as well, man. What should my next grind be? How about mule deer? And if you have already done mule deer, then how about pheasant? Pheasant just never get old. They're always fun. Wait, are you guys voting for pheasants? Pheasants are winning the vote. Okay, we'll let it go up to 200 votes. It's at 161 right now. It's looking like it's really close between pheasant and mule deer. I'm good with either because they're my two longest ongoing grinds. So I'd be happy with either of those. To be honest, I'd be happy with tar and more whitetail as well. I'm happy with any of them. So vote for what you want to vote for. Really curious to see what wins this. We're at 174 votes now. Ender with the 101. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. 101 for real, for real. Ender said he'd match, so make sure the next one is 300 meters. Yeah, we got to take a 420 meter shot on a great one. Oh my gosh. Next time I get a velvet rack. Next time I get a velvet rack on the mule deer, I got to take it from 420 meters. Because if I get the rack to score 420 and I also take it from 420, that'd be beautiful. Oh, and if it's the pedal puff, that'd be the ultimate fabled pedal puff pass takedown, brother. That'd be insane. All right, we're at 179 votes. We need 21 more votes for me to close the poll. Right now, pheasant is still in the lead. Mule deer and whitetail are about neck and neck for second place. Tar is in fourth place. Sorry, little Tari. Someone had to donate to the haircut fund. I still haven't got my haircut. I said I was going to cut it in the summer, but I haven't felt like I needed to. The whole purpose that I was thinking of is it's going to be hot and short hair is going to be cooler, but I haven't actually had too many issues. All right, 14 votes remain. 14. Oh, 12 votes. 12 votes. We'll let it run until we get to 200 votes. Also, I need to change the name of my counter to whitetail number 45 now because we're on our 45th grind now, not our 44th. There we go. 5 votes remain. We need 5 more people to vote on the poll. 3 more. Oh, it's down. It's about to end. Well, I mean, pheasant wins. I mean, pheasant clearly wins this. Pheasant is actually winning by a very large margin. Okay, we're over 200. There we go. Pheasant won by a very substantial amount. And that's actually amazing because I was just thinking earlier today that I kind of need to go for some pheasants. I'm at almost 1,300 kills on the pheasant grind. It's got to be close, right? I'm at 1243, it says. We got to be close to getting another pheasant, man. So I'd say this is the grind where we got the most chance to get a second great one in the stream. Because this is the one that has been our longest ongoing grind. The second longest is mule deer. I'm about to hit 1,000 on mule deer. Get that pearl, Crow. I want the pearl. I'd be fine with an obsidian too. I need both of them. So whichever one I get would be incredible. But yeah, I would prefer to get the pearl out of those. All right, let's go inventory, make sure everything's equipped. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now, the fun part of resetting time and stuff. How long will I be streaming for? I don't really set a time for how long I'll be streaming for. I usually just go until I feel like I'm done. 2 in 1 stream. Yeah, that would only be the 3rd time that we've ever done that if we do get one. If we do get a second one to spawn this stream. All right, 8 to 11's the zone I'm using. So we'll go to 10. Boom. Exactly, Caitlin. It goes off the vibes, dude. You just vibe in these streams, and when I feel like it's time, that's when I'm out, you know? Dude. What was your 45th great one for whitetail? I haven't got my 45th. We got our 44th in this stream. It was a big rack. I didn't miss those, chat. You missed them. You guys missed that shot. I didn't. I would never miss. Ha! Smoked. Sorry, buddy. 3 more fezzies down. We got all the squezzy fezzies. 2 goes and a super rare would be nice. Dude, could you imagine if I got another super rare already? You have the sapphire, great one. I've got 1 sapphire. I've got a total of 7 pheasants. Only 1 was a sapphire. And it's probably my favorite plumage type, so I would not mind getting some more of them. What counter app do you use? It's called Smart Counter, but I think they changed the name of it recently to like Ultra Smart Counter or something else. But you should be able to find it just by typing in Smart Counter. Wait. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought I shot a female because it was like white tracks, but I forgot that a lot of maps reset your colors. I hope they fix this bug. It's so annoying. It's so annoying to like be tracking an animal and it's like, why is it gray? Why are the tracks grayish white? What is this? I think pretty much every American does hug a bugler. What's your least favorite plumage type? I believe it's the garnet. I'm not a huge fan of the garnet. I feel like it's the most like basic. But the thing is, and I tell this to you guys every time that I'm asked this question, I think every single pheasant plumage type is beautiful. So it really just comes down to a list of like the lowest of amazing, you know? Like they're all amazing. So I just rank them on amazing to most amazing, you know? I like them all. But if I had to pick one, garnet would be my least favorite of the bunch. But I think the pheasants are like one of the most beautiful, great ones in the entire game. What happens if you shoot down a female? So in some cases, it will like swap with a male from another zone. So you'll get like an extra female in one zone, and then that male will go to the zone that you shot the female in, which can be a little bit problematic if you are not great at shooting more than like 1 or 2 pheasants out of a zone. It also makes it so you get like sometimes respawns can get slightly affected. Like let's say you shoot a couple females in your first couple zones and suddenly you got like 6 males between 2 zones, then you're gonna have barely any for like the rest of the run because a bunch of them moved to like the first zones. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain these things and make it like make sense. Green Flames, thank you for the 16 months. Really appreciate it, dude. And to be honest, a lot of it is like personal preference type things with grinding. Like some people may not even care about that at all. But for me, I don't like it when my zones like are changed around because I like shot the wrong thing. What are you doing, brother? Why would you even try that? What were you going to accomplish by flying right at me? We're 1,249 pheasant kills on the grind now. Yeah, it's good to see you, Green Flames. Hope you've been doing well. Hey, little guy. Oh, it's a little baby one. There's a female in front of him. Can I hit him? I can definitely hit him without hitting her. Oh, now I definitely can. Smoked. 1250 on the grind. I have a ton of guides on the channel if you want to check some of them out, Carrie. Then you can kind of like sift through it and find like specific things that you'd like to get tips for. I mean, I make the guides for a reason. There's a lot of different like information in the guides. Just, you know, remember that the older the guide is, the more likely it's outdated. So some of the older ones on the channel might be outdated at this point, but a lot of the more like recent ones, like from the last 2 years, are going to be up to date for the most part. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, little feller. Nice, Tyler. I hope it got you some good trophies. Oh, yeah, Ender. Yeah, that's pretty normal to lose some to age. That happens on more than half of the ones that you're growing. The more you like weed out and cull out the bad genetics animals, the less often you'll lose them to age because there's just going to be higher genetics in general. That really is the best way to go about it. Like, manage those herds as much as you can. Cull out the bad genetics and get it to where you just have the good ones. Takes a lot of time, though. That's why I pretty much exclusively hunt the, like, private land on Way of the Hunter. Because it naturally has, like, super high genetics, and so you get 5 stars super often in that area. And from what I understand, good genetics also increases the amount of rares you get. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, 285. Also, that is a fantastic typo. What is it with autocorrect and wanting to correct crow to girl? Because somebody had an autocorrect that called me screw girl last week, and now we've got one that says Supergirl. I've now been called Supergirl and Screwgirl all in like a week and a half. That's hilarious. That's so funny, man. Glad you liked it, Rise. I had a lot of fun making that one. That one was quite enjoyable. Yes, I do have Call of the Wild on Steam. I also have an account on Epic Games, but it's not my primary. What was my first great one? My first great one ever was a cluster rack whitetail great one on Rancho Del Arroyo about a week after Rancho released. All right, little buddy. You know what's insane, guys? I haven't got a rare pheasant this grind. I am 1,254 kills into this pheasant grind, and I have not killed a rare. That's pretty wild. I hope we get one soon. It would be auto incorrect. Yeah, that's what it's been recently. That's why I don't use autocorrect on my phone. I feel like it never gets things right. I know, right, Ender? I don't have a super rare pheasant, but boy, I sure got a lot of red deer and whitetail. Wait, are you a solo? Bruh. Is that a... I might have left that one alive because it wasn't like a super high estimate. I might have left him alive. I'm not going to shoot random solos I see flying over because my map's already like pretty HM'd. I think I'm still averaging a diamond every 25 to 30 kills, so I'm not really too worried about like getting every single solo that's remaining. But I bet I could have like an insanely cracked grind if I manage down like the last 10 or so that I've got. Actually, it's probably not even 10. I probably have like 5 that I need to manage. There's no way it's 10. Gotta be like 5. There is no crocodile great ones, Tammy. They are not a thing, sadly. Although that would be very cool. Where'd it go, though? Did he fly off this way? Oh, he did. Duck aim. Actually, it's a pheasant aim. Actually, pheasant aim? Yep. Boom. All right, main menu time. What do you want the next great one to be? I want it to be an elk. Any species of elk will do, but I'd prefer a Manitoban elk. What's up, Brittany? How's it going? As a cracked Tarkov player, I do my best. I do my best. Yeah, Escape from Tarkov is probably my favorite game. I like it more than Call of the Wild, if I'm being honest. Tarkov is my favorite game. Ark Survival Evolved is also up there. BeamNG Drive is up there too. Ah, why are you flying, you stinky little pheasants? What is this? How dare they fly away from me when I've got a gun? Come on.
Actually, Fluff, actually, that was, that's just me.
What score is class as a big mule deer diamond? 340 plus is considered like a giant mule deer. Now anything above 335 is a good diamond mule deer, but like 340 plus is like what a lot of people strive to get for mule deer diamonds. Yeah, I think I've heard of that one, Jebba. What do we have over here? I see absolutely nothing. Pheasants be rude sometimes. I don't really do guided hunts because that's kind of ladies' thing, GM. That's like a series that Lady's been doing for a long time, so I try not to like do any series that she's doing. Although she did just do like random wheel videos like I do recently, so maybe I will do a guided hunt at some point. I'll ask her. But since that's her thing, I wouldn't do it without like asking her first. Oh, beautiful little fezzy squezzy. Little squezzy fezzy. Hey, I'm just being me, 285. I'm just being Scarecrow, man. Oh, that's a raccoon dog. That's a level 3 pheasant. I was going to try and make it rhyme with raccoon dog, but there was absolutely no way. Flying, that's a raccoon dog, and I see a level 2 flying broom frog. Yeah, I got nothing. That's that's the closest I could get. Flying broom frogs. Oh my gosh, that should be our next emote. Just like a frog on a witch's broom. Oh my gosh, that'd be such a fire emote. And it'd be so like out of left field. Nobody would know what the heck it even means unless you were here at this stream. Oh my gosh. I feel like I gotta do that now. I gotta get the nerd emote, and then I gotta get a flying broom frog emote. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Phantom. Oh, hey. Whoa, what are you doing? That's my tent. Showed him. What you get for sitting on my tent. Oh my gosh, I forgot. If they're on the tent, it doesn't count as grounded because they're technically not on the ground. Oh my gosh. I forgot that was a thing. That's hilarious. Oh, this poor thing. You shouldn't have got on my blind, bro. Or my tent. Tent, blind, same thing. Get off it. That was amazing. That poor pheasant, though. That poor little dude. Was the great one anything special? It was a big rack once again. However, it was a low scoring big rack, so in that regard, it was kind of special. It scored like 629, which is a little bit lower than the average one, which is kind of cool. And we took it down from 100 meters with iron sight 16 gauge slug, which was really, really like nerve wracking trying to do. Like, oh my gosh. That was tough. I'm surprised that we actually made the shot. Did you ever get an albino wolf? I've got an albino wolf. It's been so long since I killed it though, so I haven't got one recently. Wait, since when do I have 5 females here? Am I tripping, or did I used to have 4 here? Did I accidentally kill a female at some point? I may have. Because that feels like I've got an extra female here. I swear I only had 4 at this zone. Later, Phantom. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, that poor thing. He didn't even have a chance. Sometimes I feel bad for these pheasants because the way that we grind for them, they have no chance to live. Like, they have absolutely no chance. Yeah, Stephanie, I do know Delta Tom. Delta Tom's a regular here. All right, later, Jebba. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Jebba, if you get a chance to, you might have to hop on my ARC servers. I got Brobra on there. And we're probably going to be playing it a little bit here and there in the near future. So that could be pretty fun. Bet you're gonna get the great one this stream, dude. I hope we get a great one pheasant. We already bagged a great one whitetail, so if we can get a great one pheasant too, this will be like one of the most successful great one grinding streams we've had in a very long time. How many pheasant zones do you hunt? Oh gosh, I don't even know. There we go. I just wanted to kill him for a hopeful respawn of a rare or a diamond. Let me count them for you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 zones I hunt for the pheasants. What's up, Randy? How's it going, man? Imagine 2 in 1. Great one. Dude, it would be so awesome. We have only... So out of our 119 great ones that we have now, we have only got 2 or more great ones in a stream. I think 2 times. And then there was one time where we got 1 great one and 1 super rare in a stream. So if we could get another one... That would be only the 3rd time I've ever got multiple great ones in a stream. Where is it? Ah, man. I guess that one that I wounded either dipped down behind the trees or he died. Because I was trying to get a follow-up on him so I didn't have to track him so far. But yeah, that's not exactly going to happen. Do pheasants troll? I have had 1 troll pheasant. It's incredibly rare, but they do occasionally troll. Who's your biggest collab? I mean, if we're talking like... Are we talking like the person that I've collabed with the most? Or are we talking like the size of their channel? If we're talking size of channel, Kendall Gray's the biggest creator I've collabed with. If we're talking the person I've collabed with the most, I mean, it would have to be like my close friends like Brobra, Caitlin, Nate, Six Shot, Dre Talk, my brother, etc., etc. Because we do a stream every single week on my second channel. Jivers. Jebba. Well, I've done a couple videos with Jebba, I think. I don't know. But it'd have to be like all my close friends. I got quite a few of them, so it's like, I'm not sure if I named off everybody there, but you know what I mean. My like inner friend group, I've talked to talked to them in streams and done hunts with them in streams and played other games with them in streams more than anybody else. But if we're talking like on channel size, KG is definitely the biggest creator I've collabed with. We've done quite a bit of stuff. Ender, that's right. That's who I forgot. Ender. Sorry, Ender, if you're still in here. I forgot to mention you. I play a lot of games with Ender too. True. And then recently I've done a lot of stuff with Flinter. We've done a lot of like football streams. We've done like Call the Wild collabs and stuff too. You're all good. Yeah, there's so many names to remember. There's so many names to remember for the Tackle Tuesday group. Oh, CJO. CJO's another one. I've done so much content with CJO. And Tony as well. We've done so much like stuff on my second channel also. On like Tarkov and games like that. Also, guys, I have been considering doing another Tarkov stream on the second channel. Because I've been doing a lot of like customs marked room runs because they buffed the mark room like crazy since the last time I played. And so like the last 3 days, pretty much every night for like 2 to 4 hours, I've been just running the marked room on customs for Tarkov PvE. I might end up doing a stream on that later if you guys are interested. On the second channel, of course. So if you're not following the second channel, go give it a sub. Fair warning, though. Or is the saying forewarning or fair warning? Forewarning. I think it's forewarning. The second channel is not a family-friendly channel like this one. So if you are only interested in family-friendly content, the second channel is not the place for you. But it's where I play all the games that are not hunting and like fishing related. Like I've got my third channel for fishing games. I've got this channel for hunting games. Second channel is dedicated to everything that doesn't fall in those categories. Oh my gosh, there's 2 here. Dude, I hit them both. If that would have been a 3, that would have been disastrous, but I just had to quickly shoot. That's awesome that we got 4 of them in 2 zones. Oh no, I was out of the blinds. That's a lot of pressure. We're gonna have to be really careful and make sure the pressure isn't too extreme next run before we shoot anything there. Absolutely smoked them. These poor pheasants. Thank you, Tyler. I'm glad you like it. What is it called? I assume you're either referring to the map or the hunt I'm doing. The map is Salzwiesen Park. The species is pheasants. If you find these group zones, you can just place a tent right on top of them like I have. And then as they fly away, just pop them. Pop them and drop them. Oh, thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. I do my best to make some entertaining content for you guys while also just being myself and doing what I love. What's your favorite great one? I would say, okay, so for the longest time I've said moose. And I still think moose is definitely my favorite. But mule deer are on the brink of being my favorite. In fact, right now, I would almost say they're tied for the lead with moose. Because I think I have more fun hunting the mule deer, and they've got just as like many varieties as moose, if not more. Actually, they do have more varieties. And it's got a fur type almost identical to my favorite moose fur type. The petal puff and the fabled birch are so close that I almost would say that mule deer are my favorite now. It's really close, man. Like, I'm at a point where I can't really choose between them because I love them both so much. So moose and mule deer, I'd put them even. You spawned the great one? We did, man. We did get the great one whitetail. Sadly, it was not the typical rack, but it was a big rack. And so after we got it, I put a vote up and let everybody choose if we continued hunting whitetail or if we would go to another species, and pheasant won the vote, so we moved over to pheasant. You hunt in real life? I hunted in real life until I was 18 years old. 18 was the last time I went hunting, and I mean, at this point, that was 9 years ago, because I'm 27 now. It's been a while since I've hunted, but I did used to do it. Never really had any luck with it, but I did go hunting a few different years when I was a kid. It's funny the way that I got into like hunting and hunting games and stuff. It started out because I watched like some hunting shows on TV back in the day. What was that channel called? Like the Sportsman something? Sportsman channel? Sportsman Network? It was a channel that we had back in the day when I was like 13 or 14. So I used to watch like lots of the hunting shows on TV. And then after a while, I was like, Dad, I want to learn to hunt in real life. I want to actually go out and hunt. So I did like all the hunter safety course to like be able to actually hunt as a minor. And went on a few hunts. And then after my dad passed, I didn't really do much hunting after that. I went like 1 or 2 times after. And then I kind of got into hunting games once I got like strong enough internet that was able to handle it. So I started playing the Hunter Classic. And as a kid, I always played like the Cabela's games. Like I had always played those and loved them. But like the Hunter Classic was my first experience in like a real full-on hunting game that wasn't like super arcadey like Cabela's games tend to be. Then as time went on, the Hunter Called Wild was announced. I got to try it out in the closed beta that they had back when, I think it was like a few months before full release. I got to be a part of that beta by like getting chosen randomly through email address. And so I played that. I absolutely loved it. Stopped playing Call of the Wild for a little bit, like a few months after it came out, and then I'd come back anytime they added a new map into the game. And then when they added trophy lodges, that was the kind of the turning point for me in Call of the Wild. That's when I started playing it a whole lot more, because trophy lodges gave me a reason to like play more and more, to collect all those trophies to put in my lodge. And then when they announced True Racks, I went full force on trying to get a bunch of the legacy racks before they were gone forever. And the rest is history. You guys know what happened after that. 2020, I decided to take YouTube more seriously, and I figured out that, you know, Call of the Wild would be like a game that I could see myself playing every day for the rest of my life. And it also had a relatively small amount of other creators in the niche. So it was one of those things where I was like, maybe I could grow a channel off of Call of the Wild. There's not a lot of big creators on it, but there's a very strong fan base. It's a game I love. It's a game that gets updated all the time. And here we are now, 5.5 years later. And that is the entire history of Scarecrow and hunting. Oh, hey, no, 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 stay. There we go. Sometimes you just got to shoot the pheasants a few times and then they listen. Sometimes you just got to put a few bullets into them. Then they listen to you. Yeah, it's an amazing game, Tyler. I love it. What do you enjoy more, fishing or hunting? So IRL, I do enjoy fishing more. I've fished way more than I've hunted in my life. Fishing has always been a huge part of my life. I haven't got to do it as much recently, like after becoming a dad and being a full-time YouTuber. Like I don't have as much time to just go out and fish as I did when I was a kid and like young adult. But it is my favorite thing to do when it comes to the outdoors. Fishing, there's just nothing like it. It's so relaxing. It's so like adrenaline pumping when you hook into a big fish. I love it. I love fishing so much. And it's something that I'll be able to like share with my daughter earlier in her life than I would hunting, you know? Like, she is 4 years old right now. And like, I could totally take her fishing right now, but I couldn't take her hunting really. She's not old enough to like shoot a deer, but she's definitely old enough to go fishing. You should do a real life fishing video. I might at some point. The biggest thing is I don't like people knowing like where I live. And so if I ever do fishing videos, it would have to be places that aren't like local to me. Or I'd at least have to mix it up to where like it's not all local fisheries, because I don't want people knowing my general area. I'm pretty like big on keeping my privacy, which is why I don't show my daughter online. And I don't do IRL content or anything like that. Out of state IRL fishing? That would be kind of fun. Like maybe sometime like do some fishing in like some other states. I mean, we're planning to go to Utah next year. So maybe I could do like some Utah fishing, get like an out of state Utah license and go for like some Utah trout or something. That could be fun. Utah trout, Utah bass, something like that. Appreciate that, OG Crispin. Appreciate that, man. How's it going, edits? Go Alaska fishing? See, I'm not big on, like, flying in planes. So if I ever did go to Alaska, it would be like a long road trip, which would require going through Canada, so I'd have to get a passport. It'd be a whole process. Maybe one of these days, but it wouldn't be anytime soon. Boom. You didn't miss too much, Brandon. Lots of average pheasants. No diamonds yet, no rares. I wouldn't say there is a best lake for diamonds on Silver Ridge Peaks, Isaac. There isn't a best lake for diamonds on any map, because where a diamond spawns is going to be completely random. Like, you can't, like, predict where diamonds are going to spawn. Obviously, like, if there's a higher concentration of a species at a specific lake, there's probably going to be more chances one's a diamond just because of larger numbers of that animal being there. But there isn't 100% like a better lake than another lake. I was 16 to 85. I was 16. And yeah, as much as it sucks, I definitely do think that I wouldn't be where I am today if life had unraveled in any other way. As much as I miss my dad, as much as I wish he was still here, I wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have met my best friend. I wouldn't have been a YouTuber. Like, there's so many things that would be different in my life. Because, like, what happens to us in life kind of shapes the direction we take. Like, if something happens or doesn't happen, it drastically changes the way that you continue on in life, right? So I always have the belief that everything happens for a reason. Something happens, it was something that was meant to happen. You always got to look for the good in every bad situation. And hey, sometimes that's what helps you get through life, you know? And I've seen, like, more good come from just accepting everything for what it is and looking at the good than I ever have seen in, like, focusing on, like, the bad. Oh. We got a pheasant over there. He's dead. He's dead. Sorry, Raccoon Dog. I'm not even going to claim you. I just wanted to shoot you. Me too, Brandon. I can't believe I got it. Like, it's such an unbelievable thing. It isn't the rack I wanted, but man. It's just nice to finally have a diamond mellow red deer. Silly Raccoon Dog. OG Crisp, thank you for the membership. Welcome back, dude. Got that beautiful blue badge now. What do you think the new map is? Well, I mean, you guys know what I want it to be. I want it to be a Texas Game Ranch, but who knows? We haven't really got any hints whatsoever. So I'm really curious what route they're going to go this year for the December map. Hopefully they go with something cool. Wait, which ones was I supposed to shoot? Oh, this guy for sure. I saw another one fly away though, but it says it's a 1, so I'm curious if it's maybe the solo. You finally got it? No, I didn't get the typical rack. Oh, you're talking about the Mela Diamond. Yes, I did get the Diamond Mela Red Deer. It was a couple weeks ago. There's a video on the channel if you haven't seen it. I did finally get it after over 5 years of searching. And about 27,000 red deer kills, I finally got the Diamond Mela, my dream trophy. The thing that I have wanted for years, my primary goal in Call of the Wild. We finally finished it. Now the main goal to go for, that typical rack whitetail. Which is why we started going for it again. Was all because we got that Diamond Mela red deer finally. Getting a lot of small pheasants. I really hope that means there's a great one trying to spawn. Because it has been a lot of kills since our last diamond. In fact, we're about to hit like 50 kills on the day without a single diamond showing up, which is a little odd for my pheasant grind. Normally I get one like every 25 to 30 kills on average. Yeah, I guess more like every 25 to 35. But still, like, I've seen a diamond all day. Literally, because we didn't get a diamond for red deer either. Or not red deer, for whitetail deer. Yeah, 285. Like, we're getting a lot of small ones. Lots of ones showing up, too. The next great one should be some form of duck. I wouldn't be opposed to that if it spawned a little bit more often than, like... Oh, crap. That's the one I was leaving. Nope, nope, nope. That's the one I was leaving. Don't die, please. That's the one I was leaving. Please don't die, buddy. I accidentally shot him in front of his buddy. Oh, gosh. Do you HM your pheasants? Yes, I do HM my pheasants. They're pretty far managed. I'm already done with, like, managing them. We're just at the point of, like, repeatedly shooting them now. I managed them, like, the first couple weeks of them being out. I think I even spent time in early access managing them. Actually, no. No. I'm misremembering. We didn't start HMing our pheasants until, like, our 3rd or 4th grind, I think. Yeah, we didn't start managing them until, like, our 3rd or 4th grind. It's been so long at this point, I can't remember the exact time frame. It's been, like, what, 9 months? 8 or 9 months since we did it? I think it was, like, our 3rd or 4th grind where we started to herd manage them, though. And, oh, gosh, it was annoying. It was annoying to herd manage them. But it was worth it in the end. I mean, this is the first message I've seen from you, Laura Lynn. I haven't seen you put any other messages in chat. You got to understand, there's over 600 people in the chat. Like, I can't see every message. I miss the majority of them because they move by so quickly. It's nothing personal. I just can't physically see every chat while also trying to read some off and also playing the video game, you know? Yes, 285 I do. Border's an absolute legend. I stream usually like 3 times a week, Tyler. It depends though. Recently, I've been a little bit like, I've been kind of bad about not streaming as much as I used to. I've been like trying to get back into streaming more. I've just kind of been at a point in Call of the Wild where the hype has died down from a ski ridge, and I'm at a point where I'm like, well, what do I do? What do I do to keep it like interesting and like make the content stand out and make it so you guys aren't just watching the same thing every single time? So I've been spending more time like trying to get video ideas, and it's kind of like decrease the amount I'm streaming. I want to get back to streaming 4 times a week though. I just need to try and like maybe chill out on uploading every day for a little bit and like just get a bunch of videos stockpiled, scheduled, ready to go. Like get like 7 videos lined up for like over the course of like 10 or 12 days. And that way I can just focus on streaming for a while. Smoked, buddy. Get good. Do you know how to get duck respawns? You kill the whole flock and then a new flock appears. I don't think you can actually get respawns without killing the whole flock. A lot of people have said that it doesn't seem to be possible. So with ducks, you pretty much got to kill the whole flock. You can't really herd manage them, sadly, which is unfortunate. I did a stream on Fishing Planet recently. It's on my 3rd channel, Scarecrow the Angler. I do all fishing videos on that channel. I don't do them on this channel anymore. If you guys want fishing game content, it's on Scarecrow the Angler. Let me do the command real quick for y'all. There it is. If you want the fishing game content, that's the channel it's on. I haven't been uploading recently on there very much. I did 1 live stream recently on the new Fishing Planet update. But that's the only recent content I put up on there. I just really haven't been into fishing games much recently. I feel like after the Angler stopped development, I kind of just lost reason to play fishing games. Because I personally just can't get as invested into a fishing game as I can a hunting game. Whereas IRL, it's like the opposite. Like, I will fish any chance I get IRL. And I don't really go hunting IRL that often anymore. But when it comes to games, I just find fishing games less enjoyable than hunting games. Like, the only reason I played the Angler as often as I did was because we did it for Tackle Tuesdays. Like, it was a way to hang out with my friends, to, like, have a fun time, do some competitions with them. But then, like, I wasn't really too happy with the last couple updates they did, and then they announced they weren't updating the game anymore, and so I kind of just lost all reason to play that game. More blood. What's up, lurking moderator? How'd he do there? Oh, double lurking moderator. How y'all doing? What map would you recommend for a first DLC? For a first DLC, I would say Salzwiesen Park is actually a pretty good, like, starter map. Because it's got a lot of small animals, which you can hunt with the base game weapons that you start out with, like the 243, the shotgun, the what is it, the 357 revolver. Like, you can hunt a lot of the species here with those weapons. And so Salzwiesen Park is actually a pretty solid option if you're just starting on Call of the Wild and you want to get your first DLC. However, if you've unlocked some of the higher end weapons or you bought some weapon DLCs, I would probably recommend a Ski Ridge or Silver Ridge Peaks, as they're going to give you more variety and like big game to go for, while also being maps where you can see a ton of animals, you can make a lot of money, which, you know, early on you desperately will need a lot of money to buy everything and stuff. Did you join a public server yesterday? I don't believe so, no. I don't recall joining a multiplayer server yesterday. I joined one this morning for a brief second on my multiplayer only account, but didn't really have any luck. Definitely not off the table, GM. I'd love to do something like that at some point. If KG's ever down around Oregon, I'd be down to do some content, like some IRL-based content. Would definitely be fun to like do like a fishing video or something. I don't know when he's coming down here next, though. Because I don't really travel, like, too far out of state. And, I mean, he's quite a ways away from me. But if he's ever in the area over here by, like, Oregon, California, Washington area, then I could definitely see that being a thing. 285, if your messages are getting deleted, take it as a hint that it's probably not something that the moderators want being said in chat. I would just chill out with whatever it is that they're deleting it for. When will I hunt fallow again? No clue. Haven't thought of it yet. Maybe sometime soon. I mean, it seems like a lot of you guys are still really interested in red deer, even though I've got the melanistic. So I've kept my red deer setup up because the last couple times that it was on the poll, it got voted for. I've been keeping the red deer up because you guys still seem to be pretty interested in the red deer grind. But at some point, we'll definitely swap it out for our fallow grind again. That's awesome to hear, 117. That's awesome to hear, man. Where? Okay, there it is. Okay. There's the next blood. I gotta say, where is it? When will I hunt black bear again? Probably at some point. I haven't really decided. I'll probably put it on a poll. You know what? I'll make the next stream a you guys vote for the great one that we hunt type stream. The next stream that I schedule for you guys, it's going to be like a viewers choose the hunt type of stream. Boom. Have you played Russian Fishing 4? I played it when it first came out. I've heard it's got better over time, but back when I played it, it was super pay to win. Like, you really couldn't progress unless you spent hundreds and hundreds of hours playing the game, or if you spent money. And so I kind of stopped playing it, because it really felt like if you didn't buy anything with real money, that you'd be spending an absurd amount of time just to level up. And so I kind of stopped playing Russian Fishing 4. And also, when it comes to video games, when it comes to like fishing video games, I don't really want a real life experience. And Russian Fishing 4 is like ultra realistic. I mean, sometimes you'll wait an extremely long time to catch a fish, or at least I did when I played. And I don't know, man, if I'm going to be playing a video game, I don't want it to mimic real life perfectly. There's got to be some types of changes to make it entertaining for long periods of time for me. And for me personally, I don't want a fishing game where I gotta wait 20 minutes to get a single bite. Fishing Planet strikes a good balance where you get a good amount of bites, but it also has a lot of realistic like aspects to it. Angler was like very on the arcade side, which I loved. Yeah, Russian Fishing Forest, just a little bit too hyper realistic for me. Like, if I want a fishing game like that, I'm just going to go fish for real. Like, I'm going to go fish in real life instead. It's kind of like with hunting games, too. Like, if I got to spend an hour looking for a deer before I see anything in a hunting video game, then I'm just going to go hunt in real life instead. Faster paced hunting and fishing games definitely aren't for everybody, but they're for me. That's for sure. Hey. I shot your buddy last time. Down. Oh, here's the solo female. What's up? Good to see she's still hanging out. You find it yet, buddy? Raccoon dog tracks. Dude, where did this pheasant go? It went so far. Oh my gosh. I thought you were hunting whitetail. We got a whitetail great one already, so I put it up to a vote, and chat voted for pheasants. So that's why we're shooting pheasants now. Chat voted to go off of whitetail and hunt something else. My gosh, dude. This thing is so far away. I really didn't hit that pheasant good. That was a very poor hit. Oh, gosh. Hi, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am. Wait, why were you barking? Is it? It was going this way, 0 to 20. Oh, it is right there. How come? Why were you sitting here and barking at this when the pheasant is over here? Come on, Hunter. You're better than that, buddy. What was that about? It was like the first 10 minutes of the stream, LeBron. It was literally our first whitetail run. We got a big rack whitetail, great one. Nah, it's fine. It's fine, 285. It's fine, man. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just, you know, in the future, if I'm not responding to something and you're repeating it again, check to see like if it's still in the chat. If it's not, then a moderator probably deleted it. We try not to like encourage people to troll or spam or anything like that. So if anything, if you ever like try to like get people to troll me on something or to like spam or something like that, it's likely going to get deleted. When will you do another collab with KG? Potentially soon. I've been talking to him a little bit. He's pretty busy right now, so it's pretty unconfirmed an exact time, but we've been chatting and want to do something again soon. If I buy this map, do I get a gun with it? Yes, David, you get a 10 gauge over and under shotgun. 10 gauge over and under shotgun comes with Salzwiesen Park. It's a cool gun. Not my personal favorite, but it's a cool gun. Very strong because it's a 10 gauge. No, Tyler, I haven't. Nothing. What is this, bro? Neither zone has any squezzy fezzies. The pheasant squezants are nowhere to be seen. Guys, I love how this was a whitetail stream and we have shot more pheasants than whitetail. That's when you know it's been a good day. That's when you know you got something good quick. When you shoot more of another species in a whitetail stream. Amazing. Love it. What happened to the Hirsch pheasant grind? I wasn't really enjoying it much, so I left it. In most cases, if you guys haven't seen me do a series for months, I probably just lost interest in it. And you guys know my #1 rule. Don't force yourself to do something that you don't enjoy. Because at that point, content creation becomes less fun, and then it shows in the content. I want to be doing stuff that I enjoy. If I stop enjoying something, then I'm not going to force myself to do it. Welcome back, Ender. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Where is the ones we shot? Are they closer up? Yeah, they gotta be. What do you recommend to hunt for my first grind? So if it's your very first grind ever, I would recommend going with one of the easier species like fallow deer or mule deer. Specifically, fallow deer on Tiawaroa or mule deer on a ski ridge. Those are the two easiest grinds to get set up for because there's very low amount of lakes you have to go to find all of them. And they're relatively fun. You'll be shooting quite a few of them. Like, they're very good grinds to start out with. Dude, still no level 3s. This is crazy. So guys, didn't I say we were at like 1,242 kills? We're at 1,308 now, and we haven't got a single diamond this stream. That's like really odd. Normally I get a diamond, like I said, every 25 to 35 kills. Really hoping this means there's a great one trying to spawn. Because I feel like 80% of the time when this happens, we get a great one like a couple hundred kills later. Within a couple hundred kills, I should say. So please. Okay, there's their zone. Let's fast travel again. Nice, Joseph. That's awesome. Only shooting about 7 mule deer per run with 12-10 setup. Is that a bad thing? That's definitely on the low end. Are you sure there isn't like maybe some that you missed at other places? Because you should not ever get to a point where you only have 7 deer to shoot. Like, that would be like extreme herd management to the absolute max. You'd be getting a diamond like every 5 kills at that point. So there's got to be some deer that are like a little bit too big that you've left, or there's got to be maybe some solos that have hidden themselves at a lake you haven't checked in a while. Because there's really not like too many situations where you'd get down to only 7 deer to shoot. Another level 1. Like, that seems really, really low. I got 1 great one today, Owen. We haven't spawned a second great one. We're attempting to spawn 2 in one stream, but it's kind of looking like we won't because our pheasants are being a little weird. Although, it could mean that they're trying to spawn one. You never know. We haven't got a diamond in, like, 60 plus kills, which could be a sign there's a great one trying to spawn, but it's definitely not guaranteed. Now, if we go 100 kills without a great one, then I'm going to be 100% convinced that we've got a, or not a great one. If we get 100 kills without a diamond, I'll be almost convinced 100% that there's got to be a great one trying to spawn. Because that's just kind of insane to go from like a 1 in 25 ratio to nothing in 100 kills. At that point, I'll be pretty certain there's got to be something brewing. Isaiah, thank you for the super chat, dude. I love your videos. You make me laugh so much. Dude, I'm glad to hear that. I always try my best to make the content entertaining and funny when I can. Glad you enjoy it. Appreciate the super chat as well. How many kills are you on the grind? 1,311 kills. This has been a long one, especially for pheasant. This is my, I think, second longest pheasant grind ever. Sorry, buddy. Imagine if that guy was a 3. Destroyed. He wasn't a 3. But he was a 16.66. Oh gosh, Devil Bird. Glad we killed that thing. I said fast travel. Thank you. Yeah, Crow, get on Ender's level. Hey. 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 Not everybody can be on Ender's level and have infinite pearls. Gosh. Another one. Another level 1. There's got to be something trying to spawn. I couldn't see there not being. I mean, we're 1,300 plus kills on Pheasant. We're getting ones everywhere. It's been a really long time since we got a diamond. Yeah, it's been 62 kills today with no diamond. Plus, like, I probably killed at least 20 before the stream, like, since our last diamond. So it's probably been about 80 kills since the last diamond I got. That is absurd on a grind like mine. With RHM, we should not be getting this few big pheasants. We should not be getting this many level 1s showing up. Gotta be something brewing. Hey, little guy. Or guys, there's 2 of them. That guy, and I saw one fly off this way. Dude, I love that they do that little, like, that, like, struggle in the air when you shoot them. It gives you a chance to make a follow-up shot. It's amazing. I love that. Wipe out! Yeah, that happens for me on a lot of different species, Ender. Like, and you can really only use it to gauge if you're going to get a great one if you're pretty heavily herd managed. Like, you got to be at a point where you're getting at least a diamond every 30 kills, I feel. If it's less than that you're getting diamonds, it's really tough to predict. But if you're getting at least a diamond every 30 kills, and then suddenly you've got no diamonds for over 100 kills, you can almost guarantee there's got to be a great one trying to spawn, at least in my experience, especially with Black Bear. Black Bear, it was so easy for us to predict whenever we were about to get a great one. I remember, like, after it happened a couple times, we started realizing, like, man, it really seems like if you go from getting a diamond very often to just getting none with the, like, heavy HM bear grinds, you're almost guaranteed to be getting a great one soon. And then it happened with whitetail and we noticed it. It happened with my red deer and we noticed it. I feel like it's the most consistent sign of a great one that we have seen. Thank you, Caitlin. Yeah, we hit it a couple of days ago, I think. Oh, come back here. The one? That's the one we need. Smoked! Oh, my headset's beeping at me. I need to plug it in. I need to charge it. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. We're charging. Gosh, Caitlin. Jeez. Wow, unbelievable. I can't believe that. Wow. How dare you? I think I got my pheasants to 1 in 18 to 23 kills. Near the end, most of the grinds, I lose my rates and they pop off and then he spawns. Yep, that be how it be. Yeah, I'm at like a 1 in 25 with mine. And yeah, it's been like 80 kills since my last diamond, with like a little bit over 60 of those being this stream. I kind of just want to keep shooting pheasants for the rest of the day until something crazy spawns. Because I feel like we got to be close to a great one. And if not a great one, maybe we'll just get a big burst of diamonds, which would be cool as well. Dude, this poor guy. Talk about decimated. Hey, there's Jivers. I saw you lurking earlier and I was waiting for you to pop out. What's up, Mr. Jives? I know, right? Ew, pheasant. Hey, chat voted for pheasants. I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy they did. I've been having a lot of fun with the pheasants right now. Pheasants have been kind of like, they're like my, I mean, I guess it's not a guilty pleasure, but they're like my favorite just fun grind. Like, I could shoot these pheasants just forever. They're so much fun. My chat forced me to shoot fox when bear was an option. Oh my lord. How dare they vote for fox over bear when you're the bear queen? Unbelievable. We all know Crow's favorite grind is fox. Definitely Blue. How you doing, Blue? Hope you're doing good. What's up, birdie bros? Can you do an elk grind? I've done some elk grinds before, but not recently, so maybe. I'd have to find a map that I don't have a setup for, like, great ones on. Because I don't want to take down, like, my great one setup to go after elk. Although I could do, like, a multiplayer grind for elk, I suppose. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm going to wait for him to stop moving. He's only alert, so he should stop running. It is, Tyler. I love pheasants. They are so fun. There's just something super enjoyable. Enjoyable? I can't speak. You guys know me. English is tough. English is tough, especially when I talk fast, which I do a lot. I need to learn to, like, slow down my speaking so I don't screw up as much. But yeah, they are enjoyable. I have a lot of fun with pheasants. Always have, ever since they released them. They've been one of my favorite grinds to do. They are just a ton of fun. How do you tell if you have a great one spawning? Well, really the only reliable way that we have ever discovered is that if you're herd managing and you're at the point in herd management where you get a diamond at minimum every 30 kills, the more often you get diamonds, the easier it is to tell. But if you're averaging a diamond, like let's say every 20 kills, and suddenly you go 100 kills without seeing a diamond, in a lot of cases, from what I've seen, that means a great one's ready to spawn. Like, it's trying to spawn, but it just hasn't yet. Now, obviously, there is false alarms from time to time where you just get a dry streak and nothing happens. But from my estimations, about 80% of the time that I've had those massive dry streaks after getting a pretty consistent, like, diamond every 20 kills or so, you know? Usually it means a great one's trying to spawn. We're really hoping that's going to be the case today because we have not got a diamond in a very long time. Oh, nice, Billy. That sounds about right. Red deer do give diamonds pretty regularly. Nothing. All right, so we've had 2 zones in a row that are being weird. That's fun. Oh, gosh, we have 666 viewers right now. Somebody join or leave. Quick. Oh, gosh. Sorry, pheasant. They should add a great one elk. I agree. That is my most wanted elk. Or most wanted great one. I'd love to see a Manitoban elk. But any great one elk would be... Oh, it would be so good. It would be so amazing. Smoked. Aye, little pheasants. I have a bunch of 2s and 3s, but no diamonds. That's why I asked. Got you. Yeah, if you're not herd managing, there really is no way to tell if you're going to get a great one. But if you're like heavily herd managed and you're averaging a diamond, you know, every 15, 20, 30 kills, and then suddenly you go 100 plus without getting a great one, then that's a pretty solid sign that you're probably going to get a great one soon. But again, it's not 100% surefire. There are false alarms from time to time. But yeah, if you're not herd managing, there's pretty much no way to tell if a great one's going to show up. In my experience, at least. Oh, really, Ender? RIP, man. Didn't you say you were still trying to, like, manage down the last few bears? I believe I remember you saying that. If that's the case, after we do a little bit of hunting for, like, the foxes on my map to try and, like, manage my foxes down a bit, I'll hop on and try to help you manage your bears a little bit. Maybe we can get some of the others on too to do it. Only one here again, eh? I'll take it. It's weird, they should be really well managed. I have like 2 I could shoot. Man, yeah, if you only have 2 that you still haven't managed, that should be fine. Like, I don't see any reason that that would be a problem. Although, I do have a question. Do you have 2 at, like, the, you know, exterior lakes? And then on top of that, how many are you shooting in your, like, top left corner? Because I managed down a few in the top left corner as well to get it to the point that I'm at. Like, with my bears, I could have had, like, 14 or 15 bears to shoot every rotation. But I only shoot about 10 per rotation, and I manage the other ones down. Like, anytime they'd spawn as, like, a 2 or a 3, or at the, like, worst lake, anytime they'd spawn as a 4, I was leaving it. South Dakota, thank you for the super chat, dude. Appreciate it. What is your favorite NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, and college sports team? And yes, I paid $5 just to ask this question. Appreciate it, first of all, dude. Thank you. NFL is my favorite by far. I really only watch football. That's the only sport that I watch, unless you count motorsports. But yeah, NFL is the only thing I really watch, aside from I do watch some of the Oregon Ducks and Oregon State Beavers games in college for football. Yeah, football is like the only sport that I watch. Speaking of sports, you guys knew it was coming eventually. Got to talk a little bit about the Patriots' second preseason game. Efton Chisholm III is a freaking beast. I really hope he makes the team. He was an undrafted free agent this year, and he has quickly become one of the most reliable wide receivers on the entire Patriots roster. I mean, the dude just doesn't drop passes. He catches everything perfectly, and he just is such a physical receiver. He just pushes through. He's got that type of, like, Julian Edelman type of play. Like, he reminds me of Edelman a lot. Like, super reliable, kind of a, like, undersized receiver, but super physical and just really reliable and good. He was going off, man. Like, his touchdown reception, he caught the ball and then broke like 4 or 5 tackles to get in. Just insane. Given, you know, obviously it's preseason. He was going against like second and third stringers, but still, like, it's impressive to see what he's doing. I'm so happy that we picked him up, man. Like, oh my gosh. I really hope they keep him on the team. I hope he doesn't get cut. I don't think he'll get cut at this point. I think he's proved to them that he deserves a spot on the roster. Unlike a few of the other receivers that I saw. Stephon Diggs, I think Diggs is going to be really good too. I mean, Diggs is clearly going to be like wide receiver 1 for the Patriots. He's still kind of like recovering from his injury, but it seems that he'll be healthy for week 1. I expect Stephon Diggs to be receiver 1, Pop Douglas obviously to be like receiver 2. And then I would say Kyle Williams and Efton Chisholm and Kayshon Boutte. I think they're going to be like the main people that we see for the Patriots. And then obviously they'll probably keep like 1 or 2 others as like backups. But I feel like, you know, those are going to be the guys for the Patriots this year. I'm just so impressed with Efton Chisholm, though. I really hope that he becomes like a mainstay and is seen super frequently in the regular season, because he's a really good receiver. I can't believe he went undrafted. That's just mind-blowing with how much work he's been putting in. And also Travion Henderson being Travion again. He had a crazy run for a touchdown. Travion is again proving that he should probably be running back one. Ramondre Stevenson can be good from time to time, but he's had such an issue with fumbling the last couple years that at this point, I kind of want Travion to be running back one. He's super elusive. He's one of the fastest players on the field. And he doesn't fumble. Like, he protects the ball. He's a good pass blocker. He's a good receiving back. Like, gosh, I really hope they start him. If they start Travion and they use Efton Chisholm in the lineup like frequently, I think the Patriots are going to have a very, very solid year. For the once. For once, I think they'll have a solid year again. We're dying for a solid year as Patriots fans, man. Us Patriots fans are dying to have a good year again. It's been rough the last few years. Nice, Robert. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. What's your favorite diamond? Oh, man. Yeah, that's a tough one to choose from. Because there's a lot of good-looking diamonds in the game. I'll be honest, I don't know if I can choose a favorite diamond. I feel like there's just too many that look good. I mean, Manitoban elk are up there. I like the Big Rack Rooster deer as well. Big Rack Red Deer is always a favorite. The Diamond Barasinga's cool too. Some of the Diamond Mule Deer are pretty impressive. I don't know. I feel like Manitoban elk's got to be one of my favorite diamonds. They just look so nice. True. Sika Deer. Sika Deer are also a phenomenal diamond. And they've got like 7 different diamond racks as well. It's amazing. Yeah, I got a tough time choosing like my favorite. There's so many species that have really cool diamonds. It's almost impossible to pick a favorite. I purposely made them as wild as I could, G43, just to drive people crazy. There's a method to my madness. I love driving people crazy with unrealistic tent colors. Oh, you're a Vikings fan, Clat? You guys almost came back and tied that game up in preseason week 2. You guys, or week 3, I guess it was technically, since they did like a weird format for preseason this year. Technically week 3, but second game that both the Patriots and Vikings had. You guys almost came back. If it wasn't for that interception at the end, it could have ended in a tie. All right, let's see. Hi, buddy. No 3s still, bro. Oh my gosh, chat. Wait, we're about to hit 100 pheasants on the day, and we haven't got a diamond. Which means we are definitely well over 100 pheasants with no diamond. Because obviously we would have killed a few since the last diamond in like previous videos or the previous stream that we hunted pheasants in. I can't even remember the last time I shot a pheasant. This is a few weeks ago, I know that. But we are well over 100 kills since our last diamond pheasant. There's got to be a great one trying to spawn. I just couldn't see this being a false alarm with how few big pheasants we're seeing and how many ones are showing up and how long it's been since we got a diamond. Chiefs are the best. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. It was the most glorious day of my life when I saw the Eagles whoop them in the Super Bowl. Because my buddy Brobra, he was like raving about the Chiefs all year long. Like, oh yeah, the Chiefs are the greatest team ever. We're about to get that 3-peat. And then they just get destroyed in the Super Bowl. It was the greatest day of my life. Oh my gosh, it was so glorious. Oh, gotcha, Clat. Well, yeah, the Vikings came close to taking it in that game, but the Patriots got an interception like right at the last second. Like literally last play of the game. There was like less. Actually, I think, yeah, the clock was expired. Clock was expired in the fourth quarter. Patriots picked it off, and that ended the game. Also, if you guys want to see a very exciting preseason game, you know, I know a lot of people don't care about preseason too much, but there was a very, very good game this week. Jaguars and Saints was one of the most exciting preseason games I've ever watched. Like, it was a really good game. It was a really good game. Like, just so many twists and turns and shocking plays and interesting moments. Saints and Jags was actually, like, really, really fun to watch. Yeah, and in the previous week, Cam Little for the Jags kicked that 70-yard field goal. That is, like, inhuman. That's just crazy. The Jags got themselves a weapon of a kicker. I actually think the Jags aren't going to do too terrible this year. I mean, they got T-Law as always, but then they've got now Travis Hunter. They've got, obviously, Brian Thomas Jr. They've got Cam Little, who is a beast of a kicker. Like, oh my gosh, 70 yards? Crazy. I think Jaguars aren't going to be as bad as last year. I think they've got a chance of potentially having a winning record. Which may be an unpopular opinion, but I think the Jaguars have shown that they've got a chance of being a contending team for like a wild card spot or something. I think Patriots will be the same. I think they've got a chance at being a wild card team. Definitely not a guarantee, though. A lot of it's going to come down to how a lot of their new additions perform. Dude, was there 2 level 1s? Another freaking level 1. Oh my gosh. I was like, I thought for a second I was spotting the same one repeatedly, but no, there's 2 level 1s at this zone now. There's got to be a great one trying to show up, man. There's got to be. Yeah, for sure, Mike, for sure. I think their offense is in a pretty good spot now. I mean, you got a decent quarterback. You've got 2 very good receivers. I mean, Travis Hunter's also a corner, so you got a good corner too. And they've got a insane kicker. Which, speaking of kickers, like the Patriots kickers have actually done pretty good too. Borregales has struggled a little bit more than we expected him to. But Parker Romo has been doing really good. Parker Romo has nailed like every kick in the preseason. Including multiple from 50 plus yards. Which is, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this goes with the Patriots kickers, because they drafted Borregales in, like, what was it, the 5th or 6th round? So they used up a draft pick on a kicker. Which, you know, a lot of people were wondering if that was a smart decision. But in college, Borregales was, like, one of the best kickers you could ever have. And so they took a chance on him. And so far in preseason, Parker Romo's done way better. He's done way better. Wait, what are you even talking about, Ender? No, it's fine. You guys may not know this, but I do allow mild cursing in this chat. I always have for years. It's just that a lot of people don't do it. Like, if it isn't anything super extreme, then it's not off limits in the chat. If it is like the most mild forms of curse words, then I do allow it in the chat. I'm not going to say them on my main channel streams, but they're allowed in the chat. I've allowed it for years, but a lot of people just assume that I don't. If you don't like somebody like saying a mild curse word in the chat, you can block them. You can ignore them. It's not worth getting upset over. If I moderated every single curse word in the world, like, so many people would be getting their messages deleted. Yeah, I would consider that a mild curse word, Ender. And I think most people consider it one as well. Yes, Aiden. That's not considered a mild curse word. That would be like yeah, that would be above mild. So that isn't allowed. But if it's like okay, I won't say the words because I know there's some people watching that don't want to hear them. But if it's like HELL or if it's like DAMN, like those types of words, that's not a big deal. People can say that in chat. I'm not worried about those. But if it's like SHIT or like FUCK or like one of those, that's like, no, we don't want those in the chat on this channel. On my second channel, that's fine, but not here. Gosh darn it. Yeah, there you go, Caitlin. There you go. There you go. Oh, man. That's perfect. Oh, Fezzy Squezzies. Squezzy Fezzies. Another non-diamond, you disgusting little freak. Another 9? Gosh, Ender. You getting diamonds over here? Diamonds are a thing? I haven't seen a diamond in like 47 years. At least it feels like it with these dang pheasants. Guys, we've killed 99 pheasants this stream. We're about to kill number 100 and none have been a diamond. You're not a diamond either. There's gotta be a freaking great one trying to spawn. Like, there's no way there isn't. I mean, don't force it, Robert. At least make it sound like it's meant to be there. That wasn't a free pass to just use it in every sentence. I'm just saying if you say it here and there, it's not a big deal. Oh, man. Son of a biscuit. No diamonds. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. No diamond again. Oh my gosh. 101 pheasants and none are a slimy dimey. None are a slimy dimey. What is happening with my pheasants, man? There's got to be a great one. And if we get a great one pheasant, I will be so freaking happy because this grind has gone on way longer than the majority of our pheasant grinds. Nothing. Yeah, speaking of Cowboys football, baseball prods, what's up with the Cowboys recently? Just like not wanting to pay their players and like not really talking about it either. Like, what's going on there? They aren't careful, they're going to lose Micah Parsons and then that would be disastrous for them. What is going on in Dallas, man? What is going on in Dallas? It's all Jerry Jones. True. True. A lot of people are like predicting that he wants to like that he's doing this just so that he can get headlines and then he's going to pay him like last second. That's what I've been hearing like some other like some NFL content creators say is that they think he's just putting it off so that he can get like news headlines. I know, right, Liam? I can't get the dang typical rack for the life of me, bro. Okay. No respawns. Well, that's fun. No respawns. Refrigerator, no diamonds. Imagine if people started using refrigerator as a curse word, like, refrigerator. Nope. Back here, buddy. Ooh, smoked him. You can't hang, little pheasant. Oh, really, Caitlin? That's hilarious. That's great. Can you please do a European bison grind? I've actually done 2 of them before, Stacy. I've already got most of the European bison trophies that I wanted. I've got a few rares. I've got a couple diamonds. Like, I can't really think of much else. I mean, I don't have a melanistic one. I don't have a melanistic European bison, so that would actually be kind of nice to get. That's about the only thing I would grind for. Like, when it comes to European bison, I have a level 5 albino that trolled. Sad that that trolled, because that would have been such a crazy super rare. And then I've also got a piebald one that was pretty big. It was a level 4. I've got a diamond legacy horns, and I've got a diamond true horns one. Like, I've got a good amount of trophies for them. Okay, so there is 2 level 1s. We're gonna smoke that little nerd right there. Bro, why are you flying down? Oh my gosh, I barely hit him. He's gonna take so long to die. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to track him for like 27 years, chat. Let's go, Fabby Parker. That's awesome. Look at the AI chat summary. Oh gosh, what's the AI chat summary saying? Somebody copy paste it in chat so I can see it. What does the AI overview say about the stream? Fork. That's hilarious. I think when I was a kid, I used that in place of a curse word as well, like saying fork instead of the actual thing. Almost positive I did that at least once as a kid. Thought you were hunting deer? We were, and then we got a great one whitetail, and I put it up to a vote, and everybody voted to go to pheasants. We were hunting whitetail, and then, yeah, everybody wanted to see pheasants after since we got the great one whitetail. Are they going to let Travis Hunter play cornerback and wide receiver? It seems that they are. So from what I've heard, and obviously this could change as like the season goes on, but from what I've heard, they intend to have him play primarily as wide receiver, but also come in on certain plays on defense. So it seems like he will be playing cornerback and wide receiver. It's just going to be a matter of like how many reps he's actually going to get on each side. It seems like he's primarily going to be a receiver, but that he'll also get some reps as cornerback. He's too small to play defense. See, you say that, but I've heard that about a lot of players before that ended up being good players, so. Travis Hunter was a corner and a wide receiver his entire time in college. Obviously, NFL's different, but I think he definitely can play both sides. But I do think that he's probably going to be limited on his defensive reps. He's probably primarily going to be offense, and it seems like that's kind of what they've talked about doing primarily. Thank you, Tyler. Oh, I went to the wrong one. We already been there. Already been there, brother. Maybe at some point, Stacy. I have been wanting to do a Verhonga Savannah video sometime soon because it's been a while since we've hunted there. I've just been very indecisive on what I want to hunt there and like what type of theme I want for the video. But I will be going to Verhonga at some point in the near future. I try my best, Tyler. I'm 27, William. I'm an old man. As the kids would say, Scarecrow is unk. Where's my diamonds? Give me my diamonds or I'm a rage. I'm a hit the crash out button. 105 pheasant kills this stream. And still 0 diamonds. Absurd. That's crazy. Nate is unk. Oh, that's right. You guys were calling me Pops. Which I guess makes more sense since I do have a daughter. So I guess I am Pops. Boom. Extremely old you are. I am indeed. What should I be shooting on a mule deer HM grind? So for the mule deer, I was leaving low weight estimate 2s and below. So anything that's like a high weight estimate 2 or higher, I would kill. And a high weight estimate 2 is a 2 that is 140 to 175 kgs in weight. All right, that's 2 down. 3 down. God dang pheasants. 1,350 pheasant kills. So yeah, for sure, Bryson. If you are still trying to manage your map and you to get a great one, you could stack it to get the HM to hopefully speed up a little bit. But it's definitely not required to keep a great one on the map. I didn't stack any great ones for mule deer, and my HM turned out pretty nice. Yeah, Call the Wild with Aiden. Oh, man. Yeah, for real, Arlo. I'm not sure why we're not getting diamonds. It's kind of insane. I mean, I'm very HM'd. We get a diamond on average every 25 kills, but it's been over 100 kills since our last diamond. This is kind of ridiculous. Let me real quickly do a calculation to see exactly what our diamond ratio was before we started today. So we started at 1242 kills, I believe. Divided by 43 diamonds equals a diamond every 28 kills. Okay, so yeah, about 25. I think my previous grind was 25, which is what I was going off of. 28, that's about the same as 25, though. But still, 100 kills with nothing. That's insane. That's very crazy. The pheasants, the squezzy fezzies got to be brewing up something crazy for us. Where did it go? Right here, right? No, no. Lost sight of this little turd. You're not going anywhere, man. You just chill out, stay there, hang out for a little bit. Let me shoot you. We'll have a grand old time. Oh, really, Stacy? Got him. Yeah, we got him eventually. Howdy, Karmic. How's it going? What should you leave for fallow? Any fallow that scores 150 or lower. So leave every level 2. And then if you have a level 3 that scores 150 or lower, leave that as well. That's what I did for pheasants. If you want to get like super extreme HM, you could just leave level 2s. I know some people that have done that and they end up getting better HM, but you can still get very, very good HM by leaving just anything that scores 150 or lower. Or essentially any 3 that's 150 or lower, and leave every 2, obviously. And if you get a level 1, leave that as well. They're pretty rare, though. Gosh, man, I can't believe we haven't got a diamond today. This is actually getting kind of ridiculous. Any tips on how to not get bored on a grind? Set multiple goals for your grind so that you always have like different things that you're trying to achieve, whether it's like a diamond that scores a certain amount, or like obviously like a specific great one combo, or maybe you want a super rare of a specific fur type. And then along with that, something that has helped me so much, and I 100% believe that I would not be able to grind the amount that I do if I didn't do this. And that's like making content. If you're the type of person that wants to do content, I highly recommend it because it makes the grind so much more interesting. Even just having a couple people in chat like talking with you while you're grinding, helps so much and goes so far in making it more entertaining. It really does go a long ways. Like, so many of these grinds, I would not be able to do them as much as I've done if you guys weren't there for me to chat with, and if I wasn't doing it to, like, make content for you guys. So I highly recommend it, man. Like, doing some live streaming while you're grinding, if it's, like, you know, something you're interested in doing, definitely try it. Because it makes it a lot more exciting. Back when I first started doing streaming, I was streaming for like 5 to 7 viewers on Twitch. And just having those like 5 to 7 viewers that were there to watch me grind, it really did make me just want to play the game more and more. Because it was like another purpose than aside from just trying to get the trophies, right? You were also there to like entertain people and chat with people and just have a fun time overall. Absolutely smoked. That pheasant got absolutely destroyed. The most destroyed a pheasant could ever be. He got so destroyed that nobody could destroy it more than me. Any more? Yes, there is. You're not a diamond either. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. This is insane. How many kills have we had with no diamond? How many, chat? Let's see. 114 this stream. Probably about 20 the last time that we hunted them. So estimated 130 kills since last diamond pheasant. That's absurd. That's so crazy, man. Thanks, Call the Wild with Aiden. I'm interested in streaming, but I play on a TV in my living room. Got you, dude. So it is possible to do streaming from a console. I've heard from people that you can stream on console, like just straight from the TV, like straight from your system. I'm not too aware of like how it's done. Anytime that I stream a console game, I use a capture card and I connect the capture card to my PC. You could connect it to a laptop or, you know, any type of PC, really. PC, laptop, etc. And then, you know, run the capture card through OBS. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to do that. So if you have access to a computer, you could, like, run a capture card, you know, connect the capture card to your console as well as connecting it to the laptop or PC, and then try to stream that way. Another thing that I've seen people do is like, if they don't have a capture card, but they still want to do content, instead of streaming, use like whatever built-in recording your console has, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation. I believe both of them have a way to record. So you can record your stuff and then like send it to like a cloud service like Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that. And then upload the video from your phone. And then you'd still have a way to like share your content with people, even if it's not live streaming. Did you know a piebald big rack, great one whitetail is 1 in 300,000? It's actually way more than 1 in 300,000. Call the Wild with Aiden. It's way more. We did the math earlier. Like, it's about 1 in 3 million, actually. Because the odds of getting a fabled piebald... So fabled piebald is not like a regular piebald. It doesn't have the odds to spawn as a regular piebald does, which is, you know, pretty apparent by how rare it is to get. You get a regular piebald whitetail approximately like 1 in 300 or 400 kills, which is definitely not the case for the fabled piebald. You don't see it 1 in 300 or 400 great one whitetail. I mean, we've seen thousands of whitetail great ones in the community, and there's only a handful of legitimate fabled piebalds. So it's more in line with like an albino or a melanistic, which is about like 1 in 2,000 odds of getting, or something like that, approximately like that. And so the approximate odds would be about 1 in 3 million, because, you know, if it takes 1,500 to 2,000 kills to spawn a great one whitetail on average, and then, oh, level 3! Oh my gosh, we got a level 3! Yes! Finally! You filthy little pheasants finally gave me a level 3. I can't hit it for the life of me, but we got a 3, chat! Oh my gosh. First level 3 in like 20,000 years. Oh my gosh, it feels good. Oh my gosh, man, finally. Great one reaction for a diamond. That's when you know I'm getting desperate. We haven't seen a diamond in so long. Like, that was the greatest diamond feeling of all time, man. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how long that took. That was crazy. Finally, a freaking diamond pheasant. Oh my gosh. What's up, little feller? 2115. You're not even like huge or anything. You're an average diamond, but I'm just happy to see a diamond pheasant. I'm just happy to finally see one. Well, with that massive dry streak, it's definitely plummeted to like a 1 in 30 ratio now instead of 1 in 25 or 28 or whatever. Sorry, other little feller. I know, right, Caitlin? I'm just going crazy today. I'm just on one, man. Can pheasants ever troll? Yes, I've had 1 troll pheasant. It's very, very rare, but they can troll. Absolutely smoked. Smoked him. Not today, Mary. Chat voted for pheasants, so we're hunting pheasants. I knew Unc could do it. Yay! I did it! I killed a fezzy! I killed a diamond fezzy! The squezzy fezzy is mine! I didn't miss the first 2. Nope. Nope. Perfect shots. 100% accuracy. I'm glad you're liking it, Ryan. Well, that's a little bit different, Stacy, because we're talking about dry streaks while using herd management. Herd management's a grinding method that gives you more diamonds more often. And so if you're consistently getting a diamond like every 20 or 30 kills and suddenly it takes over 100 to get one, that's what we're referring to when we talk about a dry streak. If you're not herd managing, you're not supposed to get diamonds super often. It's pretty normal to get diamonds like, you know, pretty spread apart pretty rarely if you're not herd managing. So that's not super out of the ordinary if you're like not seeing diamonds super often and you're not herd managing. Are you a ghost, little pheasant? I zeroed for 300 and aimed where I normally would. What a silly pheasant. Would you rather a fabled piebald or typical rack for whitetail? I'll be honest, fabled piebald. Because that is, I would be the only content creator to ever get a fabled piebald. So that, I would definitely choose that over typical rack if I could like pick between one or the other. But the typical rack's a more realistic goal, so that's what we're going for. Because even though the typical wreck's incredibly rare, we got way more of a chance of getting that than we do a fabled piebald. But I would love a fabled piebald if I could get it. It is like the ultimate Call of the Wild trophy. Alrighty, I think we're probably going to end the stream there, chat. We've been going about 30 minutes more than I actually intended to. So I think we're going to end this one here. However, before you go, I'm considering doing a stream on my second channel. Keep in mind, it won't be family friendly if it's on my second channel, but I am considering doing a Tarkov stream over on Scarecrow Uncensored. So if you guys want more Scarecrow content, I might end up doing a stream over there. Not guaranteed, but I'm considering doing one over there. I'm going to go get some food, see if there's any like work I need to get done before doing like a for fun stream like that, but I'm considering doing that. So if you guys want to see it, go subscribe to the second channel. I'll see you guys later though. I appreciate you all. Peace.